Welcome to Todd Talks. Your glowing host, Todd. I don't even know how to do martial arts. I'm just pulling that shit out of my ass. Anyway, tonight's show, Bout. I wish somebody could pay me for this dumbass stuff that I throw out there. I switched it up. It was up to 73 degrees today, and this just inspired me right here. I was trying to get a nice window, seeing what I thought like a window with the drapes blowing would be a thing. This popped up, and that went right to the top. A couple things. Housekeeping items, if you will. Yeti, unsweet tea, kid show. Sometimes when I talk a lot, which is always, I get a little for clip. So, anyway, Cyclone mug by my great friend Steve Burnsides and his wife Linda. Council Bluffers come down, visit us all the time. And I've been meaning to, I keep forgetting about this, but this phone was given to me on my birthday by a good friend of ours, Dave Feenholt. And this came from his aunt's house. So this is like a family heirloom that I got. And I've got a lot of viewers. Now, when I say a lot, if I get more than 2, that's a lot. I mean, to me. In the numbers we're talking, at my level, that's a lot. So anyway, we're going to get our phone line ran out here. We're going to get some phone calls. I'm going to be able to have people message me and say, hey, I want to get on there, and then we'll get them on. I've got to figure out some technology issues, laptop with some stuff I'm going to be able to throw up and project, take the phone calls, all that fun stuff. It's in the works, you know. Takes time, folks. And when you're hemorrhaging viewers like I have been lately, I'm down. I'm hovering around 17. Picked up some subscribers, so that's promising. No real haters. I had one guy comment, who the fuck this guy? Sorry, Aunt Sue, that's what should be on him, because he literally did say that. But since I'm in the giving mood, quarter for the cause. Tahiti, baby. We'll get you there. Anyway, I had some tragedy last night. I don't know, some of you have noticed, but I wear this bracelet. And Faith had her accident on May 3rd of 2000. And shortly thereafter, I had some of these bracelets made up to pass out. And they say faith for faith. And I've wore this forever. And I don't even take it off because I'm afraid that because it's been on there so long I was going to break it. I take a shower with it, work with it, do all that fun stuff, comb my hair, do all that great stuff with it. And I've never had any issues. And then last night, literally was sitting in the chair watching, what was I watching? Sorry, Mindy. Curse of Oak Island. You got to get caught up. Yeah, I know. I watched that. But anyway, it just literally snapped and fell. It fell off. So, my Natalie thinks she has secured one in her goodies that she's going to give to me or send to me. I thought I had one hanging out here, but I probably do. But the cats probably took it or something stupid. Anyway, so I'm a little naked without it. And it felt odd all day. It really, truly did. Next bit of housekeeping. I don't know if you watched my short, Pears Need Peeled, bringing a knife to a pear fight. My buddy Wes Adkins Custom Wood Knives, woodworking. What is it? Wood Adkins Custom Knives? I'll have to look that up. Anyway, Wes, if you're watching, tag this. Say yeah. There it is. Anyway, he makes amazing knives. I've got a design that he's going to make me a new one. I haven't pulled the trigger on it. I need to. So, Wes, I'll be reaching out to you. If you guys are in business for knives, I've had quite a few of my friends have some made. Makes a nice little case for it to go in. Little carbide case so you don't jab yourself. Anyway, just freshly sharpened her up when I was peeling my pear. Okay, so the world's on fire. There's so many things that run through my head I want to talk about. I have to restrain myself because I don't want to go too crazy. Because I really could. And if you know me, you know that I go on this tangent and, I'm passionate about things. And some people could misconstrue it for insanity. The first thing that I have to say, I'll throw a little humor with stupidity. The stupidity is that the Maui fire victims, got a $700 check from Joe Biden. Now, if you research this, look it up. Don't take my word for it, but look it up. Most of these people, the insurance companies still haven't been able to get in to view the properties to cut an insurance check. They're being blocked from it. But the banks are still needing their payments. So the people are displaced from the fire. They have no recourse. They're at the mercy of our fucking government. Sorry, Aunt Sue. Right there. Get it in there. Anyway, they are getting foreclosed on. But if they flew over to, let's just say, San Diego, it's close proximity, took a car ride and walked across the Rio Grande River and then hopped on a bus and went to New York, they'd get $10,000 fucking dollars. Sorry, Aunt Sue. Well, I'm sorry for me. Good for you. That's the lunacy. And no one's talking about this. No one. We all should be enraged and pissed off that our fellow citizens are being treated like this. Who get the talking mouthpieces? And thank God Joe Biden visited East Palestine, Ohio, a year later. I mean, I think he thought he was in the frickin' Gaza Strip supporting them. That guy doesn't even know if he's shitting his pants or eating breakfast. He doesn't know shit from Shinola. Anyway, that's one thing that's been on my mind. Another thing on my mind is this. Identity politics on everything. Everything. You can't like the blue sky without insulting somebody that would rather have a purple sky. I mean, this is the fucking lunacy. And I thought about this, and I say this sometimes when I talk to the girls about identity politics. Everybody wants to cancel everybody because you don't identify with them. You can't agree to disagree. So my great-grandpa, Commodore Dewey McDowell, came over from Ireland, right? Little 5 foot, just a pistol. I mean, this guy, there's some stories that he whooped some ass. He comes in, and how he survived, he basically was a street fighter, a boxer. And he manages to find his way to Missouri, meets my Grandma McDowell, well, soon to be McDowell, after they got married. But anyway, when I talk about my great-grandpa McDowell, I don't identify him as the Irish immigrant that was a fighter, that was married to, and was the father of Commodore Dewey McDowell. No, it's Grandpa McDowell. Okay, so that's pretty fucking simple. This chart, I'm going to have to double the chart. I already know this. This is going to get excessive on the F's. Pull it together, Toddy. You can't say I'm voting for Trump without somebody wanting to cancel you. I've yet to see one human being. Well, I take that back. I did have that van that was in front of me that had the Biden-Harris sticker. at the lake when the 2020 election was up, going on, the lead up to it. There was one Biden sign that I ever saw. It was up by Gravois. You turn down Jacob's Cave, and some guy on the left had a big 4x8 sheet of plywood that said Biden for president. That's the only one I ever witnessed. I drive up to Omaha. None. I drove out to Colorado. None. I drove out to Ohio. None. A couple in Cincinnati. You know, they've got a pretty wide variety of Democrats and conservatives there in Ohio, the Rust Belt. But on the trek out, you know, not like you saw the Trump. And God forbid you have a Trump sticker, because if you pulled somewhere, they're going to vandalize your car. But a little newsflash for the people, the haters out there, the cancelers. Trump literally is a 90s era Democrat. I mean, he really is. But that party left the Democrats, and they're off into the full-blown communist. And so they can't even identify with, you know, Trump. I mean, they literally partied with him, went to their weddings, they oogled all over his buildings and his properties, and they had him TV shows. I mean, what happened? Like, what happened, people? Like, please, inform us. And I say this in a way that's for me. So you can agree with me, you can disagree with me, but whatever. You have no right to hate me just because I have a view or a feeling. Did I know Donald Trump was a womanizer, a playboy guy, loved the girls? Yeah, absolutely. But Trump was just a face of a movement that people were so fucking tired of. You know? We're tired of just getting the shit kicked out of us. We're tired of seeing, equate it into today's world, people coming across the border. 7.5 million people. More than the total of 36 states. Think about that. 36 states. And they're getting $10,000 preloaded credit cards up in New York. I think in Chicago I heard 5,000 to 9,000. People are struggling. Families have not 70% of business. The restaurants in California closed after COVID. I mean, if I lived in California, I wouldn't. I couldn't get out of that state fast enough. But somehow we've got to one of my previous episodes, the single issue voter. You know, that we've got to get past this, people. We got to agree to disagree. I don't give a shit what color you are, what sex you are, what you identify as, what your preference is. I don't care. I care for good fucking people. I'm going to run out of quarters here. And so I don't see color. I don't see sex. I see good human beings, and I see shitty human beings. And, you know, we saw shitty human beings up in Kansas City. I mean, a great day, celebrated the Super Bowl. And, you know, we got the pound the pavement of guns are bad. I've yet to see a gun kill a single human. They don't. It's the shooter. They kill people. And the mental health in this country is terrible. Terrible. And we got to stop medicating it. We got to peel the layers back and fix this shit, or we're going to go down. Because that's where we're going. We're going down right now. The ship is sinking. We have to have more people stand up. I don't give a shit what side you're on. We have to stand up and say, we're fucking done with this. The lunacy. We're done. This is insane. We cannot sustain this. We can't have I'm not for not having people immigrate here. Like I've said before, I wouldn't be here. I mean, I just told the story about my grandpa coming from Ireland. I mean, but we have to do it. I heard this. I wish I would have saved it, but the guy talked about it. He said, if you take an ocean and a wave and just open the door and the wave comes in, it just destroys everything. If you take a little bit, open it up, and let the water come in, find its way to the bigger rivers, the waterways, and you can control it. Okay, that's the same way with immigration. You have to control it. This stupid bullshit that we're hearing every day, it's the MAGA people that, and blah, blah, blah. Well, the Democrats had the control of everything for 2 years. 2 years. They wanted to do something, they would have done it. They don't, though. Sorry, Buble over there, he's doing like karate kicks and shit. But this is... I listened to Dr. Phil on Joe Rogan today. Check it out. I seriously, listen to it. You don't have to like Dr. Phil and you don't have to like Joe Rogan. It's a great episode. We just can't do this. And, you know, we can do better. All of us. And stop identifying bullshit. A shitty person's a shitty person. I don't care what color your skin is. A good person is a good person. It doesn't matter what color your skin is. It doesn't matter what sex you identify as. But don't shove that shit down my throat, okay? You know, I'll bite my tongue on a lot of things. If you know me, you know what I'm talking about. But this is insanity, what we're witnessing every day. And it's not getting better. So you can either sit and say, oh, shucks, I wish. Or you can finally stand the fuck up and stop. I want to say, I can't say that because that won't be good. Just stand up and for what's right. And you all know what's right. And this is insanity. And if I lose a subscriber or two, I'm sorry. Thicken that fucking skin. I think that's 8, Aunt Sue. So, anyway. End of rant, end of soapbox. Have yourself a day tomorrow. Positivity. Think positive. Just own it. We need to turn to... Oh, I'm going to piss somebody off with this one too. Jesus. We are such a godless society that we need God himself. We have to pray. We have to do what's right. And I don't know how we can sustain this much longer. 7.5 million people. And their court dates are 7 to 10 years out. Hey, are they going to show up in 7 to 10 years? I don't know. Sure, they're going to vote in those 7 to 10 years. You got to think about strategery. When you had counties that, votes were decided by the hundreds, when the voting stopped in the middle of the night, so we could get a tally, and then we injected those numbers we needed with the ballot harvesters. Anyway, end of rant. If I drank, which I haven't had anything to drink in 3 years, I would be just blitzed because this is crazy. So right now I'm just relying on my unsweet tea, the love of my family, my wife and friends. God bless y'all. Let's get this ship righted.